everyone! So for today's video, I'm doing a review of the Real Techniques blush brush. And before I get into that, I would like to say that I'm trying out a new filming location today. This is actually my bedroom. I'm sitting on my bed. Normally I film in my bathroom, and my bathroom actually has kind of like two areas. It has the main area with the sinks where I film, and then there's a door, and then there's the actual like shower and toilet area, the bathroom. So if any of you guys have ever thought that that was weird, it's not like I'm sitting right next to the toilet or anything. That door is closed off, and I'm just filming in the bigger area by my sinks. It makes it easier for me to do makeup tutorials and stuff because a lot of my makeup is in the bathroom, and also then I can just easily get the sink if I need to like wet my beauty blender or something like that. But for today's purposes, I'm trying out this new location in my room, so hopefully you guys like it, and if you do, give this video a thumbs up. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So to start off, when I was first looking at this brush, I had been used to using the MAC Angled Contour Brush, which is a really small kind of brush, definitely not big and fluffy like this one. So when I saw this one, I wanted to try it, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. A lot of the reviews online said, oh, using the Real Techniques brush is gonna give you a more natural blush look. And I'm the type of person who actually likes to have quite a bit of blush on. I mean, not just so much where it's just like boom, but I like to have more than probably the average person, so I was kind of scared about getting this brush. But I had tried the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and I loved it, so I figured, you know what, I should try another one of their brushes. And I figured, I don't remember how much this is. I know it's less than $10, but for less than $10, I was like, okay, I need to try this, and I'm so glad I did. To start off with just the overall design of the brush, it has like a flat bottom, so you can definitely set it up on a counter if for some reason you wanted to, which I like. And then I like the pink on this one. The different brushes have like different colored handles, but I mean the pink is just pretty. I'm just a pink person. And then if you get up here into the brush, mine is actually dirty right now, so that's why it's looking pink up here, but normally it would look white. But it's really fluffy, as you can kind of see here, just really fluffy, very soft, and it's just a really great brush. You'll notice that there are a lot of bristles on here, but they're not like the super dense ones, like say how the Real Techniques Expert Face brushes. They're definitely fluffy, and you can really move them around, which I think is great. It really just goes on your face super well. Some like cheaper brushes that you get can kind of feel harsh on your skin. They just the bristles actually hurt. That is definitely not the case with this one. You're really going to be amazed at the quality of this brush for being under $10. Like, it's insane. I have tried using this brush with a variety of blushes, and all have come out to the same result, that they apply evenly across your cheeks, and like how it applies is very pretty. It looks natural, but you can also apply more and like build it up if you want more blush than like kind of like a natural rosy kind of look. And another problem that people tend to have with brushes is that after they've washed them for a while, the hairs start to fall out, or maybe while you're like applying it, the hairs like fall on your face, which I absolutely hate because then it's annoying. You have to like try to pick it off. That has honestly never happened with this brush. I have washed it so many times, used it. I use it like every day, and I've had it for almost a year, maybe a couple months short of a year, and it has performed the same like it has since day one, even despite being washed multiple times and used on the daily. So really, I mean, the quality of this brush is just super great. I mean, I've had more expensive brushes that have fallen apart, and this one still hasn't fallen apart. And if for some reason it were to fall apart, then I wouldn't feel bad either, because this brush is like $8.99, I think, and other brushes out there that I've had fallen apart have been way more expensive. So this is definitely a great buy if you're looking for a blush brush. I will actually do a demo of how I apply my blush with this in a minute, because I actually don't have any on today, which is probably why I look so pale on camera. I also kind of like that it is kind of like rounded, because that's really like the shape of your cheeks, you know, like they're kind of like the apples of your cheeks are round, and it's really easy to just get that circular motion going because it's kind of like a domed round kind of shape. So you're going to be really impressed with this. But like I said, using this brush, it's really just going to evenly apply the blush all over your cheek area. It's not going to look splotchy or streaky. It's just really going to be a beautiful, beautiful look. And that's really what I'm looking for in a blush brush. I want the brush to apply the blush evenly across the cheek. I don't want streaks. I want it to be soft and not leave any hairs on my face. And this brush has done all that for me, and I honestly can't say enough good things about it. I've recommended it to quite a few people, and everyone who has tried it has loved it. I know that for some people they think that this brush is actually too big, and if for some reason you buy it and then you think that, you could also always use it as a powder brush. I've heard a lot of people use this for a powder brush. I actually use the Real Techniques powder brush to apply my powder, which I'll probably do a review very soon. But if for some reason it doesn't work for you as a blush brush, remember that there are other uses for it. And I was just thinking that you probably could even apply bronzer with this. I mean, you couldn't like be contouring with it, but if you wanted to kind of like buff out a bronzer all over to give that really bronzy, summery glow, you probably could with this brush. I also love that because this brush is more fluffy, you don't get that cakey blush look. You can apply more and like layer the blush on and it still won't look cakey because just like how big the brush is. Whereas I know sometimes with my MAC angled contour brush, it would get kind of just really cakey in certain spots, and I didn't like that. And also just a couple of things before getting into the actual demo, which will be very quick. I want to let you guys know that these brushes are 100% cruelty free and they're also synthetic. And then the handle itself is aluminum, just in case you wanted to know anything like that kind of stuff. That would be some extra details. So with all those things being said, overall, I really, really like this brush, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone who's on the search for a new blush brush. I mean, not only can you not beat the price, but it's also a super, super great quality brush. And I honestly can't say enough good things about it. I really love it, and I've been using it for probably about 9 or 10 months, and it still continues to be just as great of a brush as it was from day one. With that being said, let's get into the demo. Alright, so for this quick demo, I'm using the Hot Mama Blush by The Balm Cosmetics with, of course, the Real Techniques blush brush. So I'm just sweeping some of it on. And remember that I like a heavier blush application, probably than the average person, and just apply it in like circular motions. And you can probably already see that it's like really showing up. So I'm more of a person who likes to kind of circular blend. I know some people just like sweep it. It just really depends on your preference. And then we'll just do the other side. So you can see here that it just looks really, really beautiful. I obviously put a lot more of it on so you could really see it on camera. You're probably not going to put this much on an everyday normal basis, but just for the camera purposes so that you can see it applies super well. It's really gorgeous, and yeah, overall this brush is just great. Alright, so that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.